Hey kids, it's me, Toni Homeperm, the singing diva of Long Island. If you enjoy videos where you get to see me create a fabulous drag look, well then guess what? You've tuned into the right channel. First off, let me address the elephant in the room. And yes, it has a very long trunk, so to speak. But yeah, where have I been? I was doing so well. I had my videos coming out consistently, weekly, you know, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and it was like clockwork. I mean, you could set your watch to me. I was doing so good, and well, you know, I'm gonna get into that during the tutorial part, where I'm getting ready. I will explain all of what happened to me, where I was, what's going on, and all that stuff. Before we get to that, let me just say, today I created this eyeshadow look using my new Blend Bunny Cosmetics Primal palette. Yes, yes. I can't help it. These Blend Bunny palettes are just so good. I love them. This one is no exception. Here it is in all its beautiful glory. You can see it's very colorful, bright, just so beautiful. Just such a beautiful color story. I love how Maggie has set up her palettes. When you go across in the rows, like these are like all your sort of light pastels. Then this row is your brights. Then you have your deep colors. Then you have your shimmers, and then down here she did a large white pan and a large black pan, which for drag is a godsend, because we probably go through white and black more than anything else when it comes to drag. So yes, a great palette for drag. Now, I actually, if you can see, it's not what you would call a particularly rainbow colorful look, and that's because I decided to you know, step out of the box. I decided to do a look using this middle row with the brown, the yellow, and that pastel yellow up there, and the gold, the shimmer on the lid. The reason being is that almost all the tutorials and get ready with me's and first impressions that I've seen of this palette, everybody's been, you know, doing very bright, colorful rainbow looks, and they've all been beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I said, let me at least try to do something a little bit different and do like a soft glam neutral kind of a drag look with the palette. And you know, I'll save my thoughts for the very end, but looking pretty good, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say? Now, of course, the Primal palette, this is number 4 in the Blend Bunny Cosmetics collection, and I have all of them. So here, you know, there's the Blends palette, and of course that one is one of the best rainbow palettes, if maybe not the best rainbow palette you could possibly get. Beautiful, all matte. Then, of course, was the Surge palette. I'm going to show you that one there. Another beautiful, beautiful palette. Surge may actually be my favorite out of the 4, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, I love them all so much, but Surge may be my favorite. And of course, we then have the one that was released just before Primal. I still have that one in the cardboard box, the Dollhouse palette. I'm going to show you that one. A little plastic. This one actually had a mirror. I don't want to blind you with it. Such a beautiful neutral palette, and as far as like if I'm going to do like a neutral drag look, this is like my go-to palette for like a neutral soft glam drag kind of a look. And it's just so beautiful. I've come to really gain more of an appreciation for neutral palettes. Yeah, I don't know who I am after 5 years of doing drag makeup. All of a sudden now I'm lusting after browns and orangey colors and peachy tones, and you know, I'm like, who am I? Who am I? But I still love my colorful palettes too. But sometimes I just want to, you know, I just want to be neutral and, you know, do soft glam like I did today. Oh, and by the way, I didn't swatch the palette. There are so many videos out right now that have great swatches of the palette. So I was like, I'm not gonna bother. I'm sorry. It's just like, I don't want to dig my fingers into it and mess it up and all that. So I'm selfish. What can I say? But there's so many other videos on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram of people swatching the palette, and I'm sure you will have no problems finding those online. So what I'm going to do right now is rewind the video back in time, show you how I created today's fabulous drag look using the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Primal palette. Stay tuned. And I'm back, and here we are. I did my base foundation, new eyebrows, I primed my eye area. I decided to pull this out of the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer, the really white. Who was it? I think it was Karen Harris. She did she was doing a look, and she used this in the bright white, and she said it really made the shadows pop. So I mean, I have it. I think I used it once. I don't really remember, but I said, you know what? I have it. Let's try it out. Let's see. And so that's what we did to prepare. And of course, today we're using the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Primal palette. I'm so happy to add this to my collection of Blend Bunny palettes. And oh, almost forgot, I got the eye brush set from Blend Bunny, and came in a nice little pouch. And here are the brushes. So I'm going to pop these out of the plastic, and we're going to be trying these. I believe I will keep these separate from my other brushes for the time being. But I've heard a lot of good things about these brushes, so I'm excited to try them. You know, they say especially for like hooded eyes. You know, if you have smaller eyes, they're good. So I'm excited to try them. Now, as far as the look that I'm going to be doing today, now this doesn't have a mirror, which is fine. I've seen so many people doing, you know, looks with the colors, but I haven't really seen anybody focusing on this middle row. And you know what? I'm going to do the work with the middle row today with these like browns and yellows, because why not? Why not? So I'll be using this palette many more times, and I'll have a chance to use the more colorful shadows. But for now, for today, I said let's stick with that middle row, and maybe the black and the white. We'll see how it goes. So I think we're going to start with, let's try this B1 brush, and I want to do that middle row with the browns and the yellows and the really pale yellow, and I guess we'll have gold on the lid. So you know, let's just start with that. Oh, where's my little mirror? Little hand mirror. Okay. So let's see how this brown goes on, and wow, whoa! There's just one little dip, and gosh, would I even need to use black with that brown? Oh, that's called soil, by the way. Holy smokes, that is so pigmented. It just went on really nicely. So that I can already tell that is a great brown. So, as I will mention in my intro, I have not done a video in quite some time. Now, I did mention in past videos that with Pride coming up, I was probably not going to be doing as many videos for June, just because I had so many Pride appearances coming up and performances and shows and whatnot, and it just, really seemed like it was not going to be a really good time to be doing videos, that I just wouldn't have the time. And in part, that was true. I mean, I said that I would probably have a few less videos or something like that. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and watch, and I don't really rewatch my videos to remember exactly what I said. But what happened was, it was not long after the last video that I did, which I think was a trans Pride look. See how that's such a beautiful brown. It really is beautiful. Very pigmented. We're going to build it up a little bit more. Yes, it was my trans Pride look. I think that was the last new video I did, and it was after that I had a Pride parade that I was in here on Long Island. It was a Babylon Pride, and I was actually in the paper, and I will put a little picture of it. We'll put it right there. That's where it'll go. Yes, so I made the newspapers Newsday, which was, always wonderful to see. But here's what happened. Drag is, it's a very hot thing to do. I mean, you've got even in the best of conditions, you've got a wig, you've got all the makeup, you're covering a lot of body parts and corseting or waist cinching, hosiery, all layer padding, a lot of layers of things on the body go into doing it. At least for me, not everybody, but for me, that's what it entails. And I did the Babylon Parade, and it went really, really well. But the mistake I made was that I really did not stay hydrated. Basically because we were outside and all, and I didn't know if there was going to be any place to pee, and so I didn't really hydrate, because I didn't want to have to pee and there not be any place to pee and be stuck and you know how it is. I didn't want to have to worry about dealing with that, and that was a mistake. That was a really, really big mistake. And what happened was, and it was the very next day that it happened. I went to the bathroom, number one, and it was burning. It was burning, and I couldn't understand why. And I thought maybe it was just a fluke. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I never had it happen before, but I was like, maybe it's just, I don't know, just a fluke, and maybe it'll go away. So, after 2 days, it did not go away. So I went to the urgent care, and they took a urine specimen, and it didn't really do anything else for me. And they said they would have the results in, it was a Wednesday, they would have the results by a Friday. Okay, so it got much worse waiting for those results to come back. Like, I had a fever of like almost 103, and for an adult to get like a fever of 103 is quite serious, and I was in quite a bit of pain. I was this close to going to the emergency. So finally what happened was that Friday morning I called the urgent care, and I was like, did you get the results back? I mean, please, you got to do something. And they said, yes, we got the results back, and you have and I thought maybe I had a kidney stone. That's what I was thinking maybe had happened, because I had seen some blood in the urine. So I thought maybe I had passed like a little kidney stone, and that's what had happened. Not that I've ever had kidney stones, but my husband has them, and so I know about, that's why I thought maybe I had one. Okay, I did not have a kidney stone. It turned out I had a UTI, a urinary tract infection, which they said was caused by E. coli. I don't know. And I was like, well, how the heck did I get this? What, And the doctor said, well, it could come from being dehydrated. And I was like, oh no. And as soon as he said it could come from being dehydrated, I just knew it had to be from doing the parade, and and it was outside, and it was hot, and I wasn't drinking any liquids or anything like that, and I must have gotten dehydrated, and that's how I got the UTI. And so that's what happened with that. All right, let me do the same with the brown on the other side, and I'll be right back, and we'll continue with the tail. Okay, I'm back. I did the other side with soil, and actually I decided to go in with a little bit of the black called Nocturnal on the outside edge there. We'll probably have to go back and do a little bit more blending, but yeah, so far looks really nice. Now I think I'm going to go in with this really bright yellow called Ray, this bright yellow here, and then of course we'll be going in with the lighter yellow there, just for fun. It's like I said, I haven't really seen anybody doing anything with the dark brown, so why not? So let's see what happens with this color Ray when we start blending out soil with this really bright yellow. So we're just gonna do that and see what happens. Okay, so back to the story. So I called this was urgent care, by the way. So I call, they say they got the results back, and it was a UTI. They said caused by E. coli. I mean, which was quite a shock to me. And when I asked the doctor, I said, well, how the heck could this have happened? And he said, well, there's a lot of different ways. Well, one of them is dehydration, and I forget what the other things were. I think he did say like a social disease, something like that. But I have been with my husband for over 20 years now, and we don't have a relationship like that. And what's more, we both work from home. We're here together 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, basically. Except for a few, maybe one of us is running to the grocery store or something, or if I'm doing a show and he doesn't really want to come or anything like that. But, I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt. There was no way it was from anything like that. And like I said, I had just done the parade where, you know, I deliberately, you know, didn't drink any water, and it was a hot day, and for me that seemed like the most logical suspect was getting dehydrated at the parade, you know. And he said that was, you know, dehydration is, you know, definitely one of the causes of getting the UTI. So, whatever the cause was, you know, needed to get it taken care of. So, he immediately prescribed an antibiotic. I don't remember what the name of the antibiotic was. So, my husband, he went and picked it up, because it was filled right away, and I immediately took it as soon as he brought it home, and started feeling relief just within a couple hours. I was like, oh, thank God, because it was horrible. I don't know if you've ever had a UTI. I mean, it is just so painful, so painful. I don't know how to describe how painful it is. I mean, I've never had a kidney stone. I know, you know, my husband's had them, and I know it's, you know, like when he had one, and it was like really painful, and we brought him to the ER. Like the nurses said, that basically, you know, like having a kidney stone for a man is compares to like childbirth for a woman, and you know, they gave him like 2 shots of morphine. And when they gave him the morphine for the kidney stone, you know, like they were giving him the shot, and he was like, "Oh, what is that?" And the nurse said, "Morphine." And he's like, "Oh, no, you're joking, right?" And she's like, "No, I don't joke about drugs." She said, "You know, and with a kidney stone, we know how painful it is." And that's what the doctors, you know, prescribed for the pain relief. You know, because it was bad. He was like doubled over in pain. It was not anything to sneeze about. So they gave him the morphine, and, you know, it started doing its thing, and he felt, you know, much relief after that. That's blending out really, really nicely, the brown and the yellow, but we're just gonna keep building that up, because why not? And so the antibiotic that the doctor prescribed for me started working, you know, right away, and I was getting relief just within a couple hours of taking it, and I was like so grateful, because it was so painful. It was so painful. It was not pretty. But needless to say, I didn't get that antibiotic till Friday, and I was supposed to be doing a Pride show that Friday, the same day. I had to let them know the day before that I couldn't do it, and I hated that. I've almost never ever canceled, you know, doing a show, but you know, this was actually a Pride show for CUNY, a college in Queens, and you know, when I explained to them, I said, you know, I hate to do this. I said, but at that time, you know, on the Thursday before I got the results back from the doctor, I thought it was a kidney stone, and I was having a kidney stone. And, you know, I told them what was going on, and that, you know, I thought it was a kidney stone, and they were like, no, we understand. The person who was in charge had dealt with having kidney stones, so knew what, you know, that it's no joke. And I actually got my good friend Tom Cat to fill in for me, so that, you know, there was somebody to do it, because it was like not just performing. I was supposed to be doing like a acting as like a tour guide, kind of a thing. Yeah, it was going to be. It would have been so much fun, but it was just not to be. So Tom, thankfully, was able to fill in for me. Okay, I'm going to take that lighter color Prey and use it on that outside edge. Wow, for a light color, that is so pigmented. Wow, wow, wow! Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, that is a beautiful pastel yellow. Wow, wow. That is so nice. So nice. So, yeah, so I already knew I wasn't doing the CUNY show. Then I actually was supposed to be hosting a show at a local bar, one that I love very much, new bar. I was supposed to be hosting a Pride show that Saturday night, and I still wasn't recovered. Still was not recovered. So, fortunately, my good friend Tom Cat was, also in that, and our other friend Stella Virgin was in that show too. So I let the two of them know. I was just like, listen, you two are just, you're just gonna have to do the hosting, and because I'm just not, I can't do it. I'm just too sick. So they did the hosting for the New Bar show, and on top of that, the Sunday of that weekend, I was supposed to be. Oh, by the way, I'm just going back in with the other colors, trying to just build this up, blend, work on the blend and all that. Try to get it as seamless as possible. I was supposed to be in there was another Pride Parade in Farmingdale, and a show. I was supposed to be doing that too, and there was just no way. So that was, there were like 3 big things that weekend that I was supposed to be doing, and had to back out of all 3. Was it 3? It was actually 4. It was actually 4. It was CUNY, it was the New Bar show, and it was the Pride Parade, and then the show afterwards. So there was like 4. It was like 4 events that I couldn't do. I was just too sick to do it, really. And there was nothing I could do about it. Going back in with Prey, but I'm going to use a small brush. Oh, I really love how that's looking. And this Prey color is just, I can't get over how pigmented it is for a pastel. I mean, just beautiful. Just beautiful. I love how that looks. So let me hop off camera and finish off the rest of this eye to where this to match what I have here, and I'll continue with the story. Okay, so I'm back. I cut the crease by removing the eyeshadow with some eye makeup remover and a Q-tip. Now I laid down some NYX glitter primer on this side. I didn't put anything on the lid after I removed the shadow. I mean, sometimes I do. Usually I do, but I didn't today. So now we're going to go in with this really beautiful gold called Regal right there. And just going to see how it looks. Not usually the type of color that I do for an eye look, but this is not, I'm not going on stage, you know, this is just for video purposes. I think, yeah, I'm probably better to use, yeah, the finger to do this, and probably a silicone applicator for some of the tight areas. But it's applying much better like that. It's very, very reflective, so I hope you can see that. And not worried about being too precise on the outside edge there, because we're going to go back and touch that up with shadow. And I do want to get in there and silicone applicator. Hold on. I just got recently a bunch of little disposable ones here. So I can see where the thing is to open it. Come on. There we go. Okay. One of those. These are always good to have on hand. Yes, because you can be a little bit more precise with these than the fingertip, and they can pick up these type of creamy shadows much better than a brush. So it's good to have the right tool for the job. Yes, I like how that's looking. I'm able to get a nice defined gold crease area by doing that. I'm probably going to go back in to the crease and deepen that a little bit with soil, but really it's looking quite beautiful. Okay, I like how that's looking, so I'm just going to touch up. I'm going to be going back in with a little bit more of soil and just define the crease a little bit. It got a little messy for my taste, but I like how it's coming out. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll do the same on the other side, and I'll come back and we'll talk some more. Okay, I'm back, and I put Regal all over the area where I did the cut crease, and I think you can see. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful, highly reflective gold shimmer. Would I do this for drag though? Probably not. I mean, I like the crease work, but I don't usually go for shimmers on the lid. If I was appearing live, it's not a look that I would do. But that's why I do these videos, so I can, you know, have some fun and do things that I wouldn't do for the stage. So, but I think, like, you know, like for like video purposes, I think it's really pretty, and it's a beautiful gold. I mean, it's really beautiful. Am I creasing because of my hooded eyes? Could be. Could be. Oh, let's take a little bit on that crease. Right there. And there. Okay. That's good. And I touched up, I went back in with some more of soil, just to get, a little more definition on the crease area. And I think it looks good. Alright, so I need to do the under eye, and I'm going to find my favorite pencil brush, if I can. I really should get more of this one particular brush. It's a crown brush. It's a really, really small pencil brush. And I like it for doing the under eye, because I don't like the color, I don't like raccoon eye, okay? That's what we're going to call it, raccoon eye, when, it's like too much color, too much, under the eye and everything. It's like, no, sorry, not having it. Okay, so where did I leave off? So, yeah, so I had to cancel a lot of stuff, and I got the antibiotic, thought that was it, finished, the antibiotics, and still wasn't completely back to normal. So went back a second time to the urgent care, and they did another test, and showed that there was still sign of infection. So they gave me another round of a different antibiotic, and I was hoping that would be the end of that as well. But no, it wasn't. It still did not completely go away. So then I made an appointment with, a urologist. I figured, what, maybe this is, it's a urinary tract issue. Why not go to a specialist? So I thought it was going to be like a long wait, but it wasn't. I called to make the appointment, and I got an appointment for the same day. So I went into the, and by the way, I'm just doing the same colors that I did on the top of the eye, under the eye. Went in to see that urologist. I wasn't crazy about that doctor, so I won't be going back to him. If you don't click with a doctor, you're not forced to stick with them. Go to somebody else. Just my advice. So anyway, they took a specimen, and right there in the office, they said, well, we don't see anything in the specimen, and the doctor was like, I'm gonna recommend that we do a cystoscopy on you. So now, if you don't know what a cystoscopy is, that's where they put a little camera inside you. Yes. Inside there, yes. Yeah, not exactly the most pleasant of experiences. My husband, having had, kidney stones and things like that, he's had to have cystoscopies a few times. And, I know, they're not pleasant. So he wanted to schedule a cystoscopy. So I was like, great, what am I going to do? Okay, fine. But of course, it wasn't going to be for like 2 or 3 weeks. So there I am, just, stuck with being in limbo. It was like, I know something's still going on, and, can't get anything done about it. So that was like, I think, a Tuesday. Yeah, I think that was like a Tuesday. And wasn't thinking anything more of it. And then that Friday, I get a call from CVS saying that I have a prescription ready. And I was like, a prescription for what? What's going on? And right after that, the urologist's office called to say, the lab results on your specimen came back in, and it turns out you still have a urinary tract infection. So the doctor is prescribing another round of antibiotics, more stronger, longer, because the other 2 rounds were like, the first one was like 4 days, and the second one I think was only like 3 days or something like that. This was like a week's long course of antibiotics. So of course I'm thinking, Oh well, that'll do the trick. That'll do the trick. Um, Needless to say, it's uh, it's not completely gone away. So I'm just waiting for to see another doctor and a specialist, and hopefully we can figure out what's going on and resolve it once and for all. I'm not in any pain. I just have like some minor discomfort during urination. I'm trying to keep this all very you know clean, sticking to medical terms, but yeah, when I urinate, it's just a little bit of discomfort still. But other than that, I'm like not in any pain or anything like that. But it's definitely definitely not the same after the having the UTI as I was before. So I know something's changed. I don't know what, but it's got to be figured out. So hopefully I will. Hopefully I will. And needless to say, I was just not in any shape, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, to be doing videos, and I just needed a break, and so that's basically what happened. I just was like in just a bad way, and I except for a few appearances that live things that I had to do, I just I could not bring myself to get up and just get ready and do a video and come on camera and all that. So I don't know what else. I don't really know what else to say. I just couldn't do it, and I felt like it wouldn't be worth it for me to create content for anybody, including myself, if my heart and soul is not in it. So that's why I said, you know what, I don't want to do it. I don't feel like getting on camera. I don't feel like filming and talking and all that. So that's why I didn't. So I don't know what else really to say. Anywho, I feel at this point, I'm forcing myself to get back into creating content because I do like doing it, and I do enjoy it, and I think maybe having not done it for so long, I was just sort of falling into a rut of just like, I'm not doing it just because I'm not doing it. I'm not, getting myself motivated. So I said, let me do that today. So this is why we're here today. And when I got the Primal palette, and I figured I should at least do something with this palette because it's brand new to my collection. But going forward, you probably won't be seeing like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday video release from me. At least not for the foreseeable or near future. I'm gonna, at the minimum, I'm gonna get one video out a week. I've said that to myself. I said, I have to at least do one a week, even if I'm not doing, going back to a regular Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. I'm gonna do one a week because I do like doing this and playing with my makeup, and also once I'm in makeup, I like to create content for my TikTok channel, and TikTok has been a lot, has been very, 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 very kind to me, much kinder than YouTube. YouTube is like, create, publish, and see very little, getting back from it, Not that I'm monetized or ever expect to be monetized, but seeing like the subscriber growth just be very stagnant, whereas whereas TikTok has seen a lot of growth. So it's like YouTube's been discouraging. It really has. But I don't think I'm the only one who feels that way. I think that's quite rampant among content creators. But what can you do? So anyway, I'm gonna hop off camera now. Finish up the other eye. I need to do a little bit of black liner work, and to finish up the eye, and then I'm gonna finish off the whole face. put together a complete drag look and come back to you and show you everything completely done. So, stay tuned. I will be right back. And I'm back. And here it is, the finished drag look. What do you all think? I think I really, really like how this came out now. Now that I see the entire finished look, I'm very happy with it. So of course, I now have to fill you in on everything that I did after I went off camera. Well, obviously there is my normal drag contouring and highlighting, which I did do. For blush, of course, it's my holy grail, the Chaotic Cosmetics Bangin' Blush palette, and my favorite color in it, Guilty, the corally color, which I think really went beautifully with this brown and lemon yellow and pale yellow eye look, and the lip color and everything. I think that the coral was the right way to go. For the lip, I decided I wanted to do something brown, neutrally, and I think I ended up, yeah, it was a combination of 3 different lipsticks. So I have this, for the outside, the darkest, I had this L'Oreal Infallible, and, oh god, I don't know, can I see what color it is? Well, it says number 856, so I hope that's the color. Probably has a name too small for my old eyes to read. Then I did a little bit of this Pixie nude color. What is this? It looks like it says peach nude. So I did some of that, and then there was also a little bit of my Chaotic Cosmetics Bear With Me, and I just did a very sort of ombre lip look, and you know, I used a brush and sort of blended everything in on the lips, and I think it made a really nice nude natural lip color to go with this sort of a nude natural eye. And oh, almost forgot, for my highlight, just a little bit, I used my Kaleidos Solar Sailor just for you know, just for that little bit of shine right there at the top of the cheekbone. I don't like to do too much highlight, especially, you know, as skin gets older, it can, you know, highlight can make our older skin look even more textured than it really is. So that's why I just like to put just a little bit right there, just a little pop of highlight. So yes, and then of course, you know, it was contacts, lashes, hair. I thought this dress would go well because the color palette that I chose to do is predominantly brown, so I thought this sort of brown, what is this, cheetah, leopard print, one of those animal prints. I can't keep them all straight in this pretty little head of mine. So there you have it. This is the completed look that I did, and as I said, I used the Blend Bunny Cosmetics, the Primal palette, and I really stuck with this middle row, the browns, yellows, that pale yellow, that pale yellow prey. For a pastel yellow, it's just so pigmented. It like really amazed me. I mean, all these, the 3 mattes that I used and the black, all were great. I'm really, I can't wait to use some of the other colors, but as I said, most of the videos that I've seen coming out in the past few days where people have used this palette, everybody's been sticking to the really bright colors, and I do love how the bright colors look in the palette, but I was like, let me be a little bit different. Let me, you know, go for a neutral sort of brown, yellow glam look. Soft glam, you know, soft drag glam. Soft glam drag. So, soft grant, blah, 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 blah. A soft drag glam look. Try saying that 3 times fast. Anywho, yes, I'm really happy with how the look came out. I wasn't sure about doing, you know, the gold shimmer on the lid, but I think now that I see everything completely done, I'm very, very happy with it, extremely happy with it. I really like how the look turned out. Now, if you like this video, then please hit the like button down below. And as long as you're clicking on the like button, you might as well click on the subscribe and the notification bell. This way, YouTube will alert you every time one of my new videos comes out. You can always catch me in my weekly podcast, God, I'll Get You for That, Walter. That's the show I do with Tom Cat. We review episodes of the 1970s sitcom Maude. We talk about how things were in the 1970s and how things have changed, and in many ways, how they've still stayed the same. Yes, so please be sure to catch that. There's also my internet variety show, Naughty or Nice, that I do with the horror diva, Alexis Flame. As usual, the details for where to catch all of these shows, and of course, where to get Naughty or Nice merchandise, it's all going to be listed down below. Well, kids, that's all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Bye-bye.